The thing about Rudy Gobert is everyone points out how the Lakers are seeking him out on offense, trying to exploit him on the perimeter, and the media makes it seem like that's the biggest problem going on in this series and that he's unplayable. They act like he's been a huge liability even though he really hasn't been through 2 games. Here's the reality in my eyes. Yesterday, that was not Minnesota's biggest issue. It wasn't even the biggest issue with Rudy. Players are going to score on him. That's just how it goes. And if Minnesota keeps switching him onto Luka, Austin Reeves, and LeBron, whoever, he's going to get cooked. They cook anyone in this league. If Rudy gets sauced up one possession, that doesn't mean he's this huge liability on defense that needs to be taken out. Maybe at some points it gets to a point where they need to do that, but it really hasn't been the case through 2 games. And in reality, in isolation, I feel like he's been doing a great job so far. The biggest issue with Rudy yesterday was his offense. First, he airballs a reverse layup. I mean, come on, man, just dunk it. You are a 7-footer with freakishly long arms going up against smaller guys. And guess what? That leads to an open shot for the Lakers on the other end. Luckily, they missed it. But overall, getting that type of Rudy Gobert offensively just makes the Lakers' job defensively so much easier because they can double team Ant. It shrinks the floor and there's really no repercussions. They leave Rudy Gobert butt naked open in the middle of the paint, and somehow he allows Luka Doncic to be an elite rim protector and he smokes the layup. Those shots are crucial to take much needed pressure off of Anthony Edwards. I mean, as a 7-footer, he's been shooting 42.9% from the field versus a small Lakers team. And another problem I have with Rudy in this situation is he's really not a threat to make a pass. He can make passes every now and again, but they're going to be inaccurate. He's going to take some time to make a decision. He's not a fast, quick-witted decision maker, and he's really not a threat to pass in that short roll situation. So when he's not finishing these shots, he's such a liability. He just plays soft offensively way too often for my liking. Mike Conley floats it up, misses. Instead of gathering the rebound, keeping it high and going back up with it, trying to draw a foul or just dunking on their head, he tries a tip-in as if he's a 6'8" power forward. Of course, it goes nowhere near the rim. Instead, it goes right to a Lakers player. So far in this series, per PivotFade.com, he's played 53 minutes. Minnesota is winning his minutes, plus 12 thus far. 114.9 offensive rating, and get this, 102.1 defensive rating with him on the court. He's been tanking their offense, but so far in this series, Minnesota, with Rudy Gobert out there, is producing as the top defense in the playoffs with him on the floor. Even though sometimes he gets sauced by Luka. Well, best defense besides OKC. So in the 43 minutes without him, the offense improves to 119 offensive rating. Meanwhile, the defense skyrockets to 116.3 defensive rating. We went over how he has to be better in the short roll situation as a decision maker and finisher at the rim, but also he needs to be averaging more than 1 offensive rebound per game. He has 1 apiece in each game so far. In the regular season, he was averaging 3.7 offensive rebounds per game, one of the best in the NBA. As of now, Minnesota has been better with him off the floor in terms of grabbing offensive rebounds. Those are my gripes with Rudy. Mostly, they are coming from the offensive end of the floor. I've been fine with his defense, and Minnesota has been elite defensively with him on the floor. He's won some of those battles in the ISO situation, but he's also lost some of them. But that's going to happen because Luka is him. Austin Reeves is him. Lakers have great isolation players. You got to live with those results. And here's the thing, the Lakers won game 2 in the first quarter, 34 points to 15. I mean, they dominated, and the reason they dominated is because they got away from iso ball. They had 8 assists in that quarter, but also Minnesota's offense was so bad, they were turning it over, they were missing shots, and the Lakers were living in the fast break situation. The way Minnesota got back into that game is the Lakers kind of fell back in love with iso ball. So far in this series, the Lakers have looked at their best when they are moving and grooving offensively. When the ball is sticking to one person, they haven't been looking good. So although Luka's going to be extremely confident getting that switch onto Rudy Gobert, and everyone's going to look at it and Rudy's going to look silly at times, low-key, that might be playing into the hands of Minnesota. They might want that. That might be the whole reason they're willingly switching Rudy onto him so often. Overall, I think he has to be better offensively. The defense, as of now, hasn't been my issue with him. Maybe it changes as the series goes on. But right now, I think he's doing just fine on that end of the floor. That's really all I got, though. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments section.